Please welcome Rudolf Freitag, Siemens Technology Accelerator.
Good afternoon. My name is Rudolf Freitag. I'm the CEO of the Siemens Technology Accelerator. We build venture capital finance startups based on technologies the Siemens labs have been involved in the development or which have been developed together with partners. And those technologies have applications far beyond the Siemens markets. And I'm happy to introduce today Biomensio, a biosensor startup based in Helsinki, Finland. The roots of Biomensio are in a European research project. So several European universities and companies, amongst them Siemens, have joined forces to develop a really new revolutionary biosensor. And this biosensor has unique properties. It has the capability to measure in parallel different biotargets, like different types of viruses. It is digital, it's very fast in measurement, and it's low cost. And to bring that technology to markets, the project partners, together with venture capitalists, have founded Biomensio in Helsinki because we are convinced that one of the applications of Biomensio is really to break the wall to digital and fast measurements in the next pandemics. And now, Harri Lainonen, the CEO of Biomensio, will tell you the full story.
Breaking the wall to digital testing in pandemics.
Thank you,
Harri
Rudolf.
Lainonen, Biomensio.
And thank you, Falling Walls. It's really a privilege to be here presenting to you all today. The past year and a half, 2 years, has been quite challenging for all of us. I guess these masks are kind of a minor inconvenience, but we have, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, we have 250 million infections, 5 million deaths, as officially reported by the World Health Organization. The pandemic economic cost has been estimated at 10 trillion euros so far, and it's not over yet. We were not prepared really for this pandemic. We were caught by surprise. We did not have the adequate preparation and mitigation available for us, although we cannot say that it was really a surprise. It's rather an outcome of our modern lifestyle. One of the key components in being prepared for the pandemics, we feel, are to have adequate testing and screening methods available that allow us to test for pathogens and contaminants on the field outside of the laboratory environment. And our technology platform provides a solution for this. These reliable tests, available without price becoming an issue, enable us to continue to live our lives as normal as possible under pandemic situations. Our platform is a digital platform that we feel meets this criteria. The core of it is a biosensor in silicon, which is built with semiconductor technology, so it scales extremely well, allows to have a reasonable cost for these tests. So how does it work? The core, as said, is a biochip, which we insert into a cartridge. The cartridge is then put into a reader, and the result is getting out immediately. What happens in the cartridge? You insert a liquid sample into the cartridge, and it's mixed with reagents, and it's drawn over the sensor. Current sensor has 64 pixels. So there happens a chemical binding reaction on top of the sensor, causes a change in the mass. And that change in the mass is read as a change in the resonator frequency in the piezoelectric layer of the same sensor. It's an integrated component. The benefits of this technology are quite obvious. As said, it's rapid, You get the results in minutes. It's multianalyte. You can detect tens of analytes out of the same specimen. It's accurate. The multiplexing capability adds to that accuracy because you can have multiply pixels to detect same analytes. You can also build negative controls, positive controls in the same test. The digital nature obviously secures that it's fully connected. The data can be easily taken out from the reader, interpreted in a customer-specific API or on a cloud service with data analytics. This technology is extremely versatile. So we have a number of attractive markets that are high-growth markets. Just the virus detection and the drugs of abuse area alone, which are two of our main kind of application focuses at this time, are estimated to be around 40 billion euro markets by 2025. There are also other application areas, industrial applications, environmental applications, even safety and security. At Biomensio, we focus on developing the technology platform with the sensor, with the cartridge, the surface chemistry of the sensor is also important. Of course, the software and the reader, as well as the data analytics. And we work with partners to develop the bioassays. We are planning to have our first commercial application out in 2023. By 2025, we expect to have 35 million euros of sales. At Biomensio, we have an extremely passionate team, small but passionate, and very experienced in a multiply of disciplines. We work with our partners and suppliers to bring this technology to the market as early as possible to be better prepared for the next pandemic. Thank you.
Good.
Maybe I could have used half a second more.
Yeah. No, you have many seconds for the questions. We can have the timer for questions, please, and let's go. Yes, here in the first row, please.
Okay, now this makes it difficult because I have to pick one. Which one do I take?
We have the same challenge.
I know. Maybe the one about the bioassays, because you were saying, okay, you're going to do it with partners, so you heavily rely on the partners. That raises two questions. With which partners are you most advanced for which use cases, and what is the price point? Because my experience is that a lot of adoption depends on how price competitive can you be.
Of course. As said, we basically work with three different areas currently. The virus detection really came on board last year because of COVID-19. We spent a lot of time and effort on the drugs of abuse test. We got the Horizon 2020 grant back in 2019 for that. And food safety is the third area. Your first question, I think the food safety area actually is our first feasible market due to several reasons. It's less regulated market than the two other ones. We have a good partner. We have a German partner with whom we are working towards having a pilot in 22 next year with thousands of tests to be taken on the field. And I think that will give us a lot of boost for the other applications as well. As for the cost point, the sensor itself will not be the prohibitive part of the pricing. The cartridge part is really the important one. And I trust that we will have a lot of variation there because some applications will require different types of solutions for the fluidistics, for example. I would say that we are targeting to have tests in the teens, meaning two-digit number in euros, starting with a 1. And some applications might be significantly less expensive, but you have to bear in mind that then you can test for tens of analytes. It's not a single analyte test. So let's compare apples to apples.
Okay, I'll take the jury first. Sorry for that. You will be the second, and you will be the third. We have 1 minute 50.
Maybe you already gave the answer. This is a multiplexing test, yeah?
Yeah.
And what's the time for the reaction?
I said minutes. Depends also on the assay itself.
10 minutes or 60 minutes?
1 or 2.
1 or 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And if you compare now to the competitors on the market, especially BioFire and the stud system from Cryogen, Where is your advantage?
I would answer that clearly that the current quick tests for COVID-19, for example, they are notoriously known for not being reliable. We are targeting to have a clearly more accurate, reliable test. We are not targeting the laboratory environment, but on the field. So that's our market positioning, is to have as close to lab test reliability as possible, but on the field.
Okay, we'll have the gentleman here, please. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Excellent talk. The cartridge itself, is it a disposable or is it reusable?
It's planned to be disposable. I believe in some applications it could be also reusable.
How much will it be in price?
Well, I refer to my earlier price indication, and I think the biggest variation we will see actually in the cartridge.
Thank you.
Okay, we have 30 seconds. Anyone? A yes, no question maybe from the online audience? No? Okay. Okay. You answered it all. You made it in super time. Thank you very much.
Thank you all.